It's me, it's Queen Aset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Now, I want to talk to you guys about something that's really important. For the past couple years, I guess I've been doing Ask an Aquarius for like maybe a year or two now. I can't even remember. It's been a while now. It's been at least a year or two of me steadily working on it. And it's gotten more and more steady as the time has progressed. But I've noticed a common theme in a lot of letters that come to me. A lot of people are in relationships where the other person isn't showing up. And this is not just Aquarius. This is people in relationships with all kinds of zodiac signs, from, Aries all the way to Pisces. And this is what I mean by not showing up. If somebody says that somebody's not showing up, it means that they're not coming forward in the relationship. They're not doing the same reciprocal things that you're doing. For example, you're always the one calling. You're always the one texting. You're always the one making plans. You're always the one, planning dinner parties. You're always the one who's the steward of the relationship. You're always the one that has to say, okay, let's talk about this. Let's compromise that. You're always the one who has to basically be in charge of the relationship. The other person doesn't call. They don't text. They don't make any kind of effort. Whether they live with you or not, they make no effort in the relationship. That's what we call showing up. It means that the person is engaged in the relationship. They care about what happens. They try to make sure things go right. Nobody's perfect, obviously, because we all have our moments when we do better and worse with this. But a lot of you are in relationships. A lot of you that have written to me are in relationships with people that are just not showing up. And I'm Aquarius. I know all about the not showing up. Seriously. Because Aquarius have a tendency to not show up because we're not serious about the person. So we don't put it in our head to show up unless we're serious. So I've been in a lot of situations with people where I just did not show up. And they were doing everything they could do to get me to do what it was they wanted me to do in the relationship. And I was just apathetic, to be honest with you, indifferent most of the time. And they were just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, come on, And I'm just like, I don't want to tell them I'm not serious about you, so I don't want to do X, Y, Z. So I'm just kind of there. And then the question becomes, why are you there? Because I'm getting something from it. There's some kind of perk. There's some kind of something that I'm getting from it that I'm sticking around for. My father used to always do this to my mom. My mom's a Capricorn. My father is deceased, but he was an Aquarius. And he used to always leave and come back. One time, him and my mom got into this argument, and he said to her, well, you knew I was coming back. I always come back. Motherfucker, ain't nobody waiting for you to come back. Like, what are you talking about? And that's the Aquarius who's not showing up. They want you to put up with their crap. Let them show up when they want to show up. Let them be there when they want to be there, but they don't want to put any effort into the maintenance of the relationship, the day-to-day movement of the relationship. If you have children, most of the responsibility is on you. If you have a household, they might give you money, they might not. They might take responsibility for it, they might not. If it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend who's in a different state or in a different, home, they may not call for weeks at a time, but they still, whenever you say, like, do you really want to do this? You really want to be in this relationship? They're like, yeah, because they want to keep getting the perks that they're getting from you. So they're not showing up at all, and they're doing the barest minimum to keep you from saying fuck this. That's what they're doing. They're doing the barest minimum to keep you from being like, this motherfucker is drawn. This relationship is not going nowhere. They don't care about me. I'm out. They're doing the barest minimum to keep you emotionally strung along. I talked about this the other day when I said Aquarius need to stop stringing people along. They need to stop leading people on. But a lot of you are in these kind of relationships with people who are not Aquarius. And that's why I wanted to speak on it, because look, baby girl, baby boy, you're not doing yourself any favors by being in a relationship with someone who's not showing up. You're not doing anything for yourself. All you're doing is leaving the door open in case they need you or they want you, or, they want to come back through the door. But you're not doing nothing for yourself. You're not doing nothing to your self-esteem. Do you know what that's doing to your self-esteem for you to leave a door open for a person that you know internally does not want you? Do you seriously know what that's doing to you? It's tearing you up. It's tearing you up on the inside, whether you choose to acknowledge it or not. You probably out in the street looking crazy because everybody else around you is looking like, what the hell is going on with her? What the hell is going on with him? Why is he putting up with this person who's not showing up, or showing up when they feel like it, which is even worse? Not showing up in the relationship is one thing, but showing up when you feel like it shows that you have the ability to show up, but you choose not to. Come on now. You have the ability, but you choose not to show up in the relationship, and I still hold the door open for you. That's an exercise in not loving yourself if I don't know what is. Seriously. And this is very true for Aquarius. That's why I spoke on it on Aquarius, but I see it in a lot of different relationships. A lot of you that have wrote me about this particular issue are in a relationship by yourself. I have gotten like 100 letters, literally, at least, this year, and the year just started. I would say between maybe, let's go back a little further, between November and now February, I've gotten at least, I'm gonna say modestly 60 letters that have had a similar theme of the person not showing up, and the other person saying, what do I do? You move on, because they don't want to be in the relationship with you, and you should not stand there and beg anybody to do anything for you, with you, about you. If that person is not over the moon, flipping back and forth to spend time with you, showing up in the relationship, trying their best, putting in effort, making dates. Somebody told me, oh, well, my husband is really busy. He ain't that busy. He ain't that busy that he can't send a text message. He's not that busy that he can't plan something for you guys to do, like a dinner, a movie, a couple hours at the theater. He's not that busy. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about showing up, and your behavior is not making him show up. I mean, you really can't make a person show up. You can just kind of encourage it, and your behavior isn't encouraging it. Your behavior is making excuses for him, which is making it easy for him, for her, not to show up. So I'm going to tell you flat out, if you're in a situation where your lover is not showing up, they don't want to be in a relationship. They're getting something from you, and that's why they're there. So you need to tell your lover, your husband, your wife, your whoever, that if they're not going to show up, that you are stepping off. And don't say it as an ultimatum. Don't say it as, trying to scare them. When you say it, mean it. And if they don't show up, move on, because there's somebody out there who will show up. There's somebody out there who wants you. A lot of these letters I get are not from mud duck trolls under the fucking bridge. I'm getting letters from beautiful men and women, gay, straight, bi, the whole plethora, got money, don't have money. I'm getting all kinds of people from all different walks of life with the same issue. I'm with somebody who's not showing up. Well, you're with the wrong person then. There's somebody out there who's waiting to show up for you. There's somebody out there looking for you, but you fucking with this asshole. Straight up. There's somebody looking for you, checking for you, and you messing with Joe Dummy, Jane Dummy, who just holding on to you because they don't want to let go of the perks of what you're bringing. There's somebody out there that is looking to pamper you, looking to be with you, looking to love you, looking to care about you. And you so busy messing with this fool that you missing them every time. And I know it's not because you're stupid. Trust me, been there, done that. I know it's because you care about the person. But you can't care about somebody more than they care about you. You have to have what I call a reciprocal relationship. And this is true of any relationship you have. It has to be give and take. It's not tit for tat. You don't make a checklist. Okay, they gave me this, so I'm going to give them this. They gave me that, so I'm going to give them this. But they should be giving just as much as you are. If you're calling them, seeing how they're doing, checking on them, they should be doing the same thing back. If you're making dates, giving them gifts, going places, they should be doing the same thing back to their ability. So if you don't have that in your relationship, guess what? You don't have a relationship. If it's not reciprocal, it's not a relationship. It's just you holding space for somebody that you hope is going to one day want you. And I say bullshit on all that. Bullshit on all that. All of that. If you don't want me right now, fuck you. Okay? And that's the same thing you need to tell them too. If you don't want me right now, if this isn't what you want, then go get facts. Okay? All right, guys. Time to go. I hope that helped you in some way. And I hope that some of you out there that are experiencing this, turn this around and make it this year the year that you find somebody that really shows up for you. Okay? All right. Now, guys, if you guys would like to send me a love donation, I will leave my PayPal. If you would like to send me a present, I have an Amazon wish list. You can check out my wish list and you can send me a gift if you want to. Also, you can just check it out if you want to see some of the things that I'm interested in reading. These are the kind of books that I read. And some of you ask me about the books I read. So these are the kinds that really move me. If you would like to ask me a general question or make an appointment for a tarot or oracle card reading, I'll leave my email. If you want to hit me on social media, I'll leave my Facebook and my Instagram. I am on Facebook a lot more than I'm on Instagram. So you can hit me up on either one of those, okay? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody that's in this situation, send them this video and tell them I said, you deserve better. Make this the year that you are in reciprocal relationships, no matter who the person is, male or female, platonic or not platonic. I don't care who it is. Make sure your relationships are reciprocal. Okay? See you later.